So I feel like I know you know about it. There was a piece in, I don't know if it was the New York Times or New York Times Magazine about you.
How long ago?
I don't know. Someone had asked me to comment. And I said, you're like, I'm not talking to him. I'm not going anywhere near it.
That one wasn't that bad. I heard about that one.
No, but why did you not get in there?
Why would I? I put out enough content. People can form their own opinions.
Isn't that funny, though? No one pays attention to all the content you put out. Not that no one does, but you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, you talk for, I don't know, how many hours a week do you talk?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then someone will talk for you and it gets a lot of gravity.
It doesn't get as much gravity as each episode.
Probably not. No.
Not even close.
No, you're right. You're right. I can see your point. I can see your point.
The amount of people that listen to each episode dwarfs everything that's ever been written about me, ever, for sure. So there's that. I'm
not saying like that's a problem. I mean, sure, rationally I understand the numbers, but I'm saying like that's an interesting approach.
I don't think you can continually engage. Again, I don't think you should.
Like you can't have a hit piece. No one can make a hit piece no one's gonna make a hit piece on you that's gonna reach more eyeballs than you.
Yeah. Well, if I was just like an actor on a show, that would be a real problem if someone makes a hit piece about you.
Because you lose your position on the show.
Yeah, you lose your position on the show for sure. And also you don't have an outlet to explain yourself other than those other media outlets. And you're subject to their bias.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, but this is we're in outrage culture. We're in a culture of clicks and clickbait, and you know, everybody just wants things to be outrageous and incite anger, and that's also accentuated by the algorithm of social media, which is a real problem. I don't know if you ever watched that documentary, The Social Dilemma.
Oh yeah,
fucking terrifying.
Oh no! I didn't watch that. I watched the one Social Network. Sorry, wrong couple decades.
Not terrifying.
Wrong couple decades. No, but I still have that actor. Like whenever I hear the Mark Zuckerberg, I always think of the actor.
Yeah.
Not Mark Zuckerberg. You know.
I didn't ask him what he thought about that when I had him in here, but he's a
I haven't watched Social Dilemma.
He's a reasonable person.
I saw you had him on, but I haven't listened to that.
He's a very reasonable guy. He's a very nice guy. Like you talk to him outside of it, and again, didn't want that. Didn't try to become that person. Was trying to make a social media like application for people in college where they could like write stuff about themselves. Like, hey,
wasn't it like, I don't know.
Wasn't it like a dating thing or something?
Well, I'm not. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Definitely didn't.
I know there was some part of that shit that it was like hot or not. Remember that? Were you like upped or downed?
I didn't watch the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, in the history of the thing, there's some part of it where it was like a, like I said, I shouldn't, because there's literally millions of people that know this history better than me, so I'm going to back out on saying what I'm going to say because I'm probably fucked up about it.
I think all he was trying to do is make like a MySpace type deal. You know, make some sort of innocuous social media thing. And no one knew that social media would ever become what it is now. So now you got this guy that's in charge of this company that literally affects the way world politics go. And like they can overthrow governments with propaganda using his platform.
Yeah.
And in some countries, when you buy a phone, that's like the thing that comes preloaded on your phone. And like they think of internet as Facebook. Like that's what they use for messaging. That's what they use for everything. And it's billions and billions of people. And imagine like being that guy. And, you know, he's constantly attacked too. Everything that he says gets scrutinized and analyzed and put under a microscope. And that's got to be a very bizarre way to live as well.
Oh, yeah. I'd crawl into a deep, dark hole.
Because he didn't ask for that. That's not what he was trying to do. You know, and this podcast, I didn't try to make it this big. I just kept doing it.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
I can't remember if I ever asked you about this or not, but I think a thing that happens, and I puzzle over it, is the idea that I did ask you about this once. The idea that as more people listen to you, you have more of a responsibility to like reflect. Yeah, as more people listen to you, you have more responsibility to not be whimsical or goofy or say crazy shit just to stir the pot.
I never say crazy shit just to stir the pot. I'd say it for fun. Like if there's comedians in here and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking shit, we say crazy shit just for fun.
Yeah.
Like there's this podcast I do called Protect Our Parks, and it's a joke name because Ari, one of the guys that I do it with, Ari Shafir, there was a park in New York City that they were going to level, and now it's like fucking condos. They're going to put a prison there and a bunch of shit. And he was like, "It's a fucking great park. This is bullshit, like so. Do what you can to try to." And so we were ragging on him, like, and he's saying, "Ari, we got to protect this park, Ari." And they did level it, So the name of the podcast became Protect Our Parks,
Yeah.
just for fun. But that is the most ridiculous podcast ever. Like we just four of us. We're always high and drunk. And we're talking crazy shit and just talking over each other, and it's just really rowdy and nuts, but. There's no responsibility. It's like that. It's not responsible at all. It's
Yeah.
a completely irresponsible podcast. But it's not on purpose. Like it's not like we're doing it to try to stir people up. We're just doing it to talk shit and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the benefit of being a comedian, though. Like you always have that. Like if you say something outrageous, it's like it's not really what you mean. You're just talking shit, just having fun.
Yeah.
But people will. This is a weird time where people pretend that talking shit is not a thing. That everything you say cannot be in jest at all. And, if you take it and put it in a quote in an article, like, like joking around opinions could be completely misconstrued.